Welcome to the 10th video in our Worship Guitar Mastery series. Now in this video we'll be exploring the power of 3-part guitar arrangements. I'm going to show you how I can use some really cool sounds using doubled melodic lines along with a cool ostinato rhythm. In part 1, we're going to start off by playing a descending melody line on the lower part of the neck, and then we're going to double that exact line an octave higher to create a fuller sound. You can also achieve that doubling type of sound using an octaver effect. And in part 2, we're going to be adding a third part featuring that cool ostinato type rhythmic vamp for some vibe and momentum. And remember, you can grab the tab and track bundle for this video series by checking out the link in the description. So grab your guitar and let's dig in. Alright, so this is just a simple descending melody. My rhythm goes 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and 3E and a 4E. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and. So that's my rhythmic figure. And then my notes simply goes 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1 and 3 and 4. So let's look at those notes. 8 pulls off to 7 on the B. 7 hammers to 9 on the G. 7 hammers to 9 on the D. And then I'm playing 9 on the G. So that is what's happening over the G going to the E minor. Now out of that, I'm picking 1, 2, 3, 4 notes, yet you're hearing 2, 4, 6, 7 notes. There's 7 notes being sounded, but I'm only picking 4 of those. So I'm picking, then I pull off to the 7. I pick and I hammer from 7 to 9. Pick and hammer from 7 to 9. And then just pick 9. Now for those last 2 notes, you don't want those notes to ring over each other. That's why you want to lift off your 3rd finger from the G or from the D string before you play the 9th fret on the G string. And then again, the same thing with a slight variation. So the variation is 8-7 is the same as the previous one. 7-9 is the same as the previous one. But now I'm going to pull off from 9 to 7 and then I pick 7 like that. And why is that? Well, that's where my D major triad lives. So just a slight variation on that melodic phrase to cover what I played over the D. Over the E minor. And then over the D. So that is the melodic line that I'm playing down here, starting on the 8th fret. Now that exact same line can be played an octave higher. It's exactly the same thing. I'm just playing it on 1 string higher and I'm going up an octave. So it's going to be 15 to 14. 15 to 17 on the B, 14 to 16 on the G, 17 on the B, and then again the same thing, 15, 14, 15, 17, and then 16 to 14 to 15 on the B. And then those 2 parts can be played together. So let me go ahead now and play the higher part over the lower part so you can hear them both together. Here we go. so on both sides, if you're listening with headphones, you'll hear the low melody on the one side and the high melody on the other side. Then I put in this ostinato rhythm in the middle to kind of act as glue between those two parts. And an ostinato is simply a repeated rhythmic figure. So let me go ahead and play that for you, and afterwards I'll show you what I did there. Here we go. Alright, so that's a really fun part. Very basic, but a lot of fun to play. So all I'm doing there is so it's basically two scratches and then a down up. So 1 E I'm scratching and then that I'm playing the down up. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. The fact that we're playing on the and is like an offbeat, right? So I'm playing that throughout. So for the G chord, I'm playing over the G. For the E minor, stay on the G. For the C, stay on the G. Then go up to the A for the D. And we've done this exactly before, where I showed you when you play a G triad, the G is the root. When you play an E minor triad, the G is the minor third. And when you play a C triad, the G is the fifth. And when we go to D, I'm going to the A. And then we go to this G, I go to the B, which is the third. I stay on that note for the E minor, which is the fifth. Then I go to the C over the C and the D over the D. So that's a nice way, again, if you know your triads, you can see how to find your notes and when you can stay on the same note and when you actually have to change a note. Now, you don't always have to change a note. You've seen me before where I specifically stayed on a different note than one that's within the triad, but that's just a great way for you to kind of map out your chord tones. Yes, we've done that before, even in this series, to show you how some lead lines using triads to show you what notes to play. But in this case, it was using a rhythmic pattern that showed me when I can move up the neck and what notes I need to play there. All right, so now let's go ahead and play all three parts together again. If you listen with headphones, you're going to hear one melody on the left, one melody on the right, and you're going to hear this rhythmic ostinato pattern in the middle. Now, as you finish watching this video, don't forget that you can grab the tabs and the tracks and get access to our special interactive videos featuring animated tabs and fretboards. All the videos in this bundle are powered with the SoundSize technology in our Worship Guitar Skills Academy, and these living sheet music resources will really take your practice routine to the next level and make it way more effective. You'll be able to practice along with my recording using the special hybrid video and music notation player. So all you need to do is press play and then watch as the notes light up and sync up with the video. This will give you a deeper understanding of all the different concepts and techniques covered in this video. It will really help you to craft killer worship guitar parts with ease. So if you're interested in checking out the tab and track bundle for this specific lesson and also supporting our channel, check out the link in the description for more information.